It was like slamming face first into a brick wall you didn't see coming. 1 minute, I'm grinding my bones down to dust for the future we both cried about wanting, and the next, I'm staring into the hollowed-out eyes of someone who already decided to cash out. We weren't perfect, but we were supposed to be real. Real enough to rough it out when life started handing us the ugly scraps. Real enough to suffer now, celebrate later. That's what I thought. That's what I bled for. We used to spend money like we had a direct line to a billionaire's trust fund. Paris in the spring, Bali in the summer, Finland in the dead of winter, sleeping under a glass sky of ice and stars like some Pinterest fever dream. High-end everything, sushi that costs more than rent, phones we didn't need, an apartment so fancy it should have come with a concierge. It made no sense, and it didn't have to. We were young, stupid, in love. Somewhere along the way, though, the gravity of reality started pulling at the corners of our fantasy until the seams popped open. Bank account bleeding red, debt climbing like ivy up a crumbling wall. We had the talk. The kind where you drop the mask, show the fear. Marriage. House. Stability. The whole adult starter pack. A plan to crawl out of the hole we dug. She'd slow down the spending. I'd take on overtime until my lungs burned from the inside out. And I did. God, did I? Saturdays blurred into Sundays. Holidays? Just another shift. Missed birthdays. Missed dates. Missed life. But I swallowed it because every hour logged, every extra dollar squeezed into savings, was a brick laid for the castle we swore we'd build. Only she didn't change. Not really. Every week, a new Amazon box. Some dumb shit like a battery-operated wine opener or a $70 yoga mat that never even kissed her feet. I'd beg. Plead. Rationalize. She'd just laugh it off, a little treat for herself. Emotive override. Like buying a ring pop while robbing a jewelry store. Insanity in microdoses. The friction grew jagged. Weekly fights became background noise, like a shitty radio you're too tired to shut off. I'd come home to her pouting on the couch, scrolling endlessly through TikTok videos about self-care and manifesting abundance, while I'm trying to figure out how to keep the lights on. Still, I held the line. Told myself she'd catch up eventually. She'd see what I was doing for us. I was wrong. One day, without warning, she flipped the script. No more packages. No more fights. Dinner made. Lunches packed. Clean clothes folded with almost military precision. Even started leaving me little sticky notes in my work bag. You're amazing. I'm proud of you. PvP. Public/private dissonance. Behind closed doors, sweetness oozed like cheap perfume. I should have known better. When someone changes that fast, they're either hiding a body or digging a new grave. We talked more, without the TV humming in the background. We laughed again. It felt like dipping my face into warm sunlight after drowning in winter. I let myself believe it. She read self-help books. Listened to podcasts with titles like Level Up Your Love and Becoming Bulletproof in Relationships. Smiled bigger. Hugged longer. Brushed her hand against mine like we were back in high school. Then, the curveball. What do you think about open relationships? Said it with a shrug, like she was asking if I wanted takeout. Immediate gut plummet. I shut it down. Fast. Hard. Final. She backed off, all wide-eyed innocence. Just curious, she said. Heard about it in a podcast. PAG. Oblique communication. Ask without asking? Dig without getting caught. I filed it away but didn't push. I was too tired to start another fight. A couple weeks later, she tried again. Half asleep, lights out, voices whispering like ghosts. Said open relationships build trust. Help you grow. Let you face your insecurities. Like it was a self-improvement workshop, not a betrayal in sheep's clothing. I didn't argue. Just rolled over and let silence answer for me. But the silence followed me to work the next day. Clung to my brain like oil. Why did she want this so badly? I dragged myself home that night, barely made it through the door before confronting her. Voice steady. Words sharp. Why do you really want an open relationship? She denied it. Deflected. Danced around the truth like it was broken glass. Until she cracked. Until the tears started. And then she dropped the bomb. She cheated. Said she downloaded Tinder. Just to look. Started chatting with some guy. Met him. Just for a drink. Drinks became kisses. Kisses became clothes on the floor. One night stand, she said. Nothing more, she said. She said she felt disconnected. That my working overtime made her think I didn't care anymore. That maybe I was cheating too. INV. Validation in validation. Flipped the guilt like a magician with a loaded deck. Tried to sell me the idea that if we just opened things up, it would fix everything. I didn't yell. I didn't smash things. I just looked at her, really looked, and saw a stranger in the body of the woman I'd loved for 5 damn years. 5 years. Hundreds of missed sunsets. Thousands of sacrifices. All traded for a one-night stand with a stranger she couldn't even name without choking. I told her it was over. She begged. Cried. Collapsed onto the carpet like her bones gave out. Said she'd change. Said she finally understood. Said she wanted kids now. A house. Stability. Now that she tasted what burning your own life down felt like. Too late. Too damn late. I left. Took what little dignity I had left and walked out into the night. SEL. Memory selectivity. Over the next 6 months, she tried everything to rewrite the past. Handwritten letters slipped under my door. Texts from numbers I didn't recognize. Waiting by my car after work, mascara streaked, arms wrapped around herself like the world was cold only to her. Remember the good times? She'd whisper. Yeah, I remembered. I remembered everything. And I remembered how it ended. I'm sorry, came wrapped in a JWC, jealous concern wrap. Worrying aloud about who I might be seeing now. Asking if I was already over us. Like it mattered. Like she had any right to ask. She tried FIN too. Resource asymmetry. Offering to split her tax refund with me. Promising to invest in our future if I'd just give her another shot. I refused to answer. Refused to engage. Not out of hatred. Not even out of anger. Just emptiness. Like trying to rekindle a fire that's already cooled to ash. The system corrected itself without my help. She spiraled. Friends stopped inviting her out. Family grew distant. Even social media, her sacred playground, turned against her. Whispers. Judgment. Isolation. I stayed quiet. Built my life back brick by brick. Clean savings account. Gym membership. New hobbies. Nights filled with peace instead of arguments about Amazon Prime packages. I didn't find someone new right away. Didn't even look. I focused on myself. On healing. And yeah, some nights the loneliness gnawed harder than others. But it never gnawed as hard as betrayal. She destroyed the fantasy. I rebuilt the reality. For myself. For the man she never had the patience to wait for. The man some woman, somewhere, will be damn lucky to find. And when that day comes, when I hold someone's hand without checking for knives hidden in her smile, I'll remember this. The future I'm building? It was never meant for her. It was meant for me. And this time, I'm keeping it safe.